What if I told you there's a floating city at sea worth over $13 billion? It's the most advanced aircraft carrier in the world. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel where we break down military tech. Today, we're diving deep into the U.S. Navy's Gerald R. Ford-class aircraft carriers, the biggest, most advanced, and most expensive warships ever built. These carriers are designed to replace the aging Nimitz-class, ushering in a new era of naval warfare. We're talking 333 meters long, that's 1,092 feet, displacing over 100,000 tons. The flight deck? It's about the size of 3 football fields. Think of it as a massive steel island or a mobile American military base. It took years of engineering and scientific breakthroughs to make this beast a reality. The first in its class, the USS Gerald R. Ford, CVN-78, was commissioned in 2017. And the USS John F. Kennedy, USS Enterprise, and USS Doris Miller are already under construction. Now, at first glance, the Ford class might look similar to the Nimitz-class, but trust me, the tech inside is light years ahead. The biggest game changer? The aircraft launch system. Forget steam catapults. The Ford class uses the EMALS, the electromagnetic aircraft launch system. Steam catapults were hard to control and could stress the aircraft frames. EMALS uses computer-controlled electromagnets to launch aircraft, giving precise control and reducing stress. This means faster, smoother launches and less wear and tear. Landing is also high-tech with the Advanced Arresting Gear, AAG. Instead of hydraulics, it uses water turbines and electric motors for a smoother, safer landing. All this advanced tech needs power, serious power. That's why the Ford class is equipped with 2 new-generation A1B nuclear reactors. These reactors produce 3 times more electrical power than the Nimitz-class reactors, generating around 600 megawatts. That's enough to power a small city. And because it's nuclear, it can operate for over 20 years without refueling. But an aircraft carrier is only as good as the planes it carries. The Ford class can handle 75 to 90 aircraft, including the 5th-generation F-35C stealth fighter, FA-18EF Super Hornets, EA-18G Growler electronic warfare aircraft, E-2D Advanced Hawkeye airborne early warning aircraft, and MH-60 Seahawk helicopters. Even the flight deck design has been optimized. The island or control tower is smaller and further back, creating more space for aircraft handling and arming. Speaking of arming, forget manual labor. Advanced weapons elevators use electromagnetic systems to automatically transport weapons. This speeds up the arming process, increasing the sortie rate from 120 to 160 normally and up to 270 during wartime. Life for the crew is also improved. Automation reduces the crew size by over 600 compared to the Nimitz class. Better living quarters, gyms, dining facilities, and air conditioning reduce stress during long deployments. For defense, it's equipped with the world's most advanced dual-band radar system. This combines X-band and S-band radar to detect incoming missiles, aircraft, and submarines from long distances. If attacked, ESSM, Evolved Sea Sparrow Missile, and RAM, Rolling Aircraft Missile Systems, along with Phalanx CIWS provide close-in defense. But all this cutting-edge tech comes at a price. The USS Gerald R. Ford alone cost over $13.3 billion to build. Early teething problems with the EMALS and weapons elevators caused delays and cost overruns, drawing criticism. However, the U.S. Navy has overcome these issues and it's now fully operational. No matter what, the Ford class will be a key strategic asset for the U.S. Navy for the next half-century, projecting power across the globe. How will these carriers shape future naval operations and power dynamics? We'll have to wait and see. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and share, and subscribe to our channel for more military and tech content. Thanks for watching.